In the heart of Kumbale, a vibrant city in an unnamed African country, lived a man named Kwame Zuberi. At just 26, Kwame was already the talk of the town. Wealthy, brilliant in business, tall with a powerful build, chiseled jawline, and an elegance that drew admiration from all. He was considered the very image of perfection. When Kwame announced he was ready to marry, every family in Kumbale hoped their daughter would be the chosen bride. But to everyone's surprise, he travelled far beyond the city and returned with a wife, Ayo Temitope, a humble girl from a poor village. People whispered, puzzled by his choice, but no one dared question him. The wedding was grand. Music echoed through the city and food filled every plate. Ayo, though anxious, found herself wrapped in love in her new mansion. Kwame treated her with deep affection, and in time she no longer missed her family. Months passed, and one day Ayo discovered she was pregnant. Overjoyed, she shared the news with Kwame, who celebrated with unmatched happiness. That night, after a quiet dinner and tender words, Ayo went to sleep, never to wake again. Her sudden death shocked the town. Kwame, heartbroken, asked her grieving parents for permission to bury her in the garden behind the mansion. With tearful eyes, they agreed. A year later, at age 27, Kwame married again. Her name was Nia Bakari, a girl from another poor family far away. She wasn't known for her beauty, but her intelligence shone bright. She dreamed of becoming a lawyer. Nia didn't want to marry yet, but her parents insisted Kwame was a rare catch. To her surprise, Kwame supported her dreams. He enrolled her in the best law college in the city, showered her with gifts, and made her feel safe. Soon, she too became pregnant. But just 1 month in, she was found dead in her sleep. And just like before, Kwame buried her in his garden. This cycle repeated 5 times. Each wife from distant villages. Each one poor. Each one dead after announcing her pregnancy. And each time, Kwame asked to bury them in his garden. No one ever saw the graves, but no one questioned him. After all, he was still the charming, generous man they all admired. Then, something changed. At age 31, Kwame attended a lavish wedding. There, he met Zola Kendi, a stunning and confident makeup artist. Their eyes met across the room, and a spark ignited. Zola, unlike the others, was not poor. She was clever, independent, and had her own secrets. They dated, and soon Kwame asked her to marry him. Zola agreed. But before their wedding, she heard the chilling rumours, how all 5 of Kwame's wives had died during pregnancy. She made a silent vow. She would never get pregnant. Months passed. Kwame began to question her. Why wasn't she with child yet? At first he was gentle, but soon his kindness faded. He grew angry, violent, suspicious. Zola noticed something strange. Each night, Kwame would slip away into a locked room in the mansion, a room no staff were allowed to enter. The keys were always with him. One night, while he slept, Zola dipped the key into candle wax to make a mould. The next day, she had a duplicate made. That night, Kwame warned her coldly, "If you're not pregnant by the end of this month, I will divorce you." Zola was terrified. That night she waited until he entered the secret room, then followed quietly. Inside, she heard him speaking, but not to her. Using the duplicate key, she unlocked the door and rushed inside. What she saw made her scream. The room was filled with the decaying bodies of 5 pregnant women. Her husband sat in the centre, whispering to them, reading from a strange book as if they were still alive. When he saw Zola, his eyes turned wild. He charged at her with a knife, but she fought back, dodging the blade and fleeing into the night. She ran to the neighbours. They called the police. Kwame was arrested. During interrogation, Kwame confessed everything. 6 years ago, he had visited a travelling fortune teller at a strange village festival. The man claimed he could tell a person's remaining lifespan. He gave each visitor a cockroach in a bottle. "Count the corns it eats," he said, "and you will know how many years you have left." Kwame's cockroach ate only one. Desperate for more time, the fortune teller offered him a horrifying deal. For every pregnant woman you kill, you gain 1 more year of life. So Kwame made his deadly pact. For 5 years he took the lives of his wives, all carrying his unborn child. But Zola changed the pattern. She didn't become pregnant. And so his time ran out. Before the court could announce his sentence, Kwame died mysteriously in prison. His last words were, "The deal is broken. My time is done." Authorities recovered the bodies and returned them to their families for proper burials. The mansion was left abandoned. But legally, all of Kwame's property passed to Zola. Many in Kumbale never believed his tale. A pact with death, a cockroach counting years. But when the prison guards found his lifeless body, clutching the same cockroach bottle from years ago with a single corn inside, people began to wonder. Maybe, just maybe, the legend was true. If this chilling tale gave you goosebumps, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more folk stories from the shadows. Until next time, watch your steps and listen to the whispers of old legends.